and welcome. Thanks for popping into my channel. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for me. If you find this content helpful, smash that notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next video. Comment below with anything that you need help with or topics you'd like me to cover, and check out my website consultingninja.tech. With that out of the way, let's get right to it. We are going to master JavaScript 4. And when I say 4, I mean all of them. I'm going to show you a for loop, a for of, a for in, and a for each. I'm also going to tell you why I absolutely cannot stand the for each. It drives me nuts. I hate working with it and I never use it. I'll tell you why. First of all, let's just look at what we have here. Super basic. Nothing crazy going on here. I want to focus on the JavaScript portion of things. The HTML, we just have the title here. I threw in a paragraph tag with an ID of data just so that we can manipulate that to get our results. And then the CSS is not important. It just puts it all in the middle. All right, so over here is where we're going to be doing all of these stuff. So I'll make this bigger. And what we're going to do here, first, let me show you a regular for loop. And let me tell you why I like them. Regular for loop is fast, it's straightforward. Anybody that is coming in here after you and looks at this, they're going to know exactly what is going on. It's not hard to get what is going on when you do it this way because this is just what you do. So result equals result.concat, and then let's just take fruits sub I. So this for loop runs, it's just taking each item and it's concatenating it into this empty array so that at the end we have all those same items in a different array, and then we're putting them in that results variable and then posting that in the paragraph. And you see we get apple, banana, orange. That is expected, right? You would expect to see that. Here we're setting up our counter, and then here we're setting up what the criteria is to continue going, and we're going to go until we hit the end of that length of this array, and then we increment. For loops are very straightforward. They're very powerful. They're very fast. And like I said, they're very easy to understand. So this is good stuff. I enjoy using these. I use them frequently. Let's take a look at a for of. So that is a for. Now let's look at a for of. So for const fruit of fruits, like that. And then we'll do the same thing. Results equal, it's result. Result equal result.concat fruit. And let's see what we get. We get the same thing. So pretty straightforward. That seems reasonable enough. So the for of, just like a for loop, is that traditional looping structure with a counter, a condition, and an increment. Well, the for of iterates over the elements of an iterable object. So here we're using an array. This works good. It makes sense. It's very intuitive. Fruit of fruits, right? And then we're adding them together and we get the same result, and we get it right away. In the research I've done, this is a little bit slower than just using a plain old for loop, but this works as well. Now the next one is the for in. Here what we can do is let's do for const index in fruits, and then what we'll do is result equal result.concat, and we'll do fruits subindex. So here we're getting the same result. I will point out that for in works a little bit differently. You won't usually see this used with arrays. It enumerates the properties of an object, not the values in an array. So this works because arrays are objects, and it's iterating over the properties, which the properties are indexes. So that's how we have this set up. So we're iterating over the indexes in that array. But you won't typically see this in the wild. I did want to show it to you. let's look at what it might look like in real life, and that would be we'd have some sort of object, let's say a person, because what what wouldn't be complete without the old, you see, people, cars is another one that everyone uses, right? In class, you'd be in class and your teacher would be giving you an object with a car. Yep, we got to do it. So we'll do a person, and then we'll do key. Key in person, and then we'll have the result be result equal to person subkey, like that. And here we're getting the values out. So we're iterating over all of the keys, which happen to be all the properties, and then we're pulling them out and slapping them in that array. And again, you'll see this all comes through exactly how you would expect, right? You hit the for loop, it's running the for loop, and then it's giving you the value, the script is running, and you're getting the result right away in your ID. Now, let me show you the last one, and that is the forEach. So let's go ahead and do a forEach. Let's do fruits.forEach, fruit, and function. And what we're going to do here is the same thing. Result equal to result.concat, and we'll just put fruit. And I have an extra A there. So here you'll see that this came through, this works. However, this forEach is super slow. Frequently what will happen if you're trying to use a forEach is that you won't get your results. And that's because the script will have finished before it ever finishes running your forEach. I can't tell you how many times I have had to, if I wanted to use a forEach, do something like this where I define a function, fun, like this, and then have the forEach inside of it, like that, and then call my function in order to get the result to actually appear before the component is done rendering. I've had this happen in React. I've had this happen playing around in the sandboxes. I've had this happen in multiple ways, in multiple locations. The best I can come up with is that the forEach is just so slow that the component is rendered, the HTML is rendered after the script is done, and the forEach is still going. So the way that a forEach works is that it's essentially creating that function for every element and running it on every element. According to the documentation for forEach, that's what it's doing. So I have to assume that that process of creating that function, running the function for each item, is just so much slower than how you would normally operate. So that is all of our fors. forEach can stuff it. I will not use it. I will use something else instead. There's never really a reason to use a forEach rather than something else. I've found forEach is not any better. I don't feel like it's any more clear as to what's going on. You guys comment below with what you think of forEach. Have you ran into issues with that in your own work? I know I certainly have. And let me know if there's something that you do with forEach that you have not been able to do with the other for loops. Let me know what your favorite for loop out of all these is. The regular for, the for of, the for in, or the forEach. I hope that this video has been helpful for you guys. If it was, please like and subscribe. Smash that notification bell for me. It would really help my channel. And as always, you guys have a great day.